I've walked through lights that were never mine, borrowed smile, scripted line. They call it fame, but it feels like glass, a fragile mirror where the real me cracks. I've been a stranger in my own reflection, caught in the storm of their projections. But tonight this stage is not a screen, it's the place where I can finally breathe. Behind the curtain there's a beating heart, waiting for the chance to play its part. Not a role, not a scene, not a fleeting disguise, but a voice unchained, a truth that won't hide. I'm stepping out from the shadows I've worn, breaking free from the mask I've sworn. Every note is a piece of me unturned. This is the moment I am reborn. No character, no lines, no shield between, just the man I've hidden, the man unseen. Behind the curtain I stand alone, and for once the voice is my own. I've carried the weight of every name, the expectations, the endless game. But the silence knows what the world forgot, that even actors bleed when the lights are off. So let this song be the proof I need, that there's more to me than the roles I read. The truth doesn't fade when the spotlight's gone, it's alive in the echoes of this song. Behind the curtain the shadows fade, and every scar turns into praise. This is not a script, it's not pretend, this is where the story begins again. I'm stepping out from the shadows I've worn, breaking free from the mask I've sworn. Every note is a piece of me untorn. This is the moment I am reborn. No character, no lines, no shield between, just the man I've hidden, the man unseen. Behind the curtain I stand alone, and for once the voice is my own. If tomorrow forgets me, let tonight remember that I burn like a flame in the coldest December. Not as a picture framed on the wall, but as a voice that rose when it could have stalled. I'm stepping out from the shadows I've worn, breaking free from the mask I've sworn. Every note is a truth I've finally shown. This is the night I am my own. No character, no lines, no shield between, just the man I've hidden, the man unseen. Behind the curtain I found my home, and for once the voice is my own.
Thank you. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. I've spent most of my life standing on sets, on stages, behind cameras, living inside stories that weren't mine. And don't get me wrong, I love acting. It's a gift to live through characters and bring them to life. But sometimes, when you spend years in other people's skins, you forget what your own voice sounds like. You forget what it feels like to just be you, without direction, without lines, without retakes. Tonight, I wanted to find that voice again. Not the polished, framed version that fits into a box, but the fragile, uncertain, honest one. I wanted to show you a side of me that doesn't wear makeup or wardrobe, that doesn't hide behind edits or scripts. Because at the end of the day, I'm not just an actor, I'm a person with fears, with dreams, with scars that don't fade when the director yells, "Cut." Music has always been in the background of my life. In the quiet moments, in the late nights, in the in-between spaces where no one was watching, I found myself scribbling lyrics, humming melodies, trying to stitch together pieces of myself that didn't belong anywhere else. This stage gave me the courage to bring that secret world into the open. I know a lot of people probably looked at me tonight and thought, what's he doing here? He's already an actor, he already has fame. But fame doesn't equal fulfillment. Visibility isn't the same as being seen. And that's what I've been chasing, not attention, but authenticity. Not more roles, but more truth. If even one person out there heard my song and thought, that's me too. I've been hiding. I've been pretending. I've been waiting for a chance to just be myself, then this was worth every heartbeat of fear. So thank you, for listening, for letting me sing instead of speak, for allowing me to be Jacob, not a character, not a headline. Just Jacob.
Jacob, I'll be honest with you. When I saw your name on the list, I wasn't sure what to expect. I thought, okay, here's a famous actor. Maybe he'll do something entertaining. Maybe it'll be a novelty. But what I wasn't prepared for was this. What you did tonight wasn't an audition, it was a revelation. You didn't come here to play it safe. You didn't hide behind a persona. You ripped the curtain down and said, "This is me." And let me tell you something. That takes courage. Most people in your position would never risk. Because when you've already got a public image, the temptation is to protect it, not to challenge it. But you walked out here and risked it all for authenticity. That's rare. Vocally, I wasn't expecting much, but you surprised me. You have this deep, resonant tone that suits the ballad perfectly. It's not about vocal gymnastics or high notes, it's about connection, and I felt connected to you. The song choice, the lyrics, the way you delivered them, it all came across as honest, raw, and deeply personal. There were moments where your voice cracked slightly, but those moments only made it more believable. They reminded us that you weren't performing a role, you were living a truth. And let me talk about presence. Jacob, you have a natural presence. We know that from your acting. But tonight you proved that presence isn't limited to one craft. It's about authenticity, the stillness you carried, the way you looked into the crowd, the way you let silence breathe between lines. It was mesmerizing. Here's my advice. Don't think of yourself as an actor who sings. Think of yourself as an artist who tells stories in different mediums. Acting, music, they're just different languages for the same truth. Keep writing, keep singing, keep finding that voice. Because the world doesn't need more performances, it needs more honesty. For me, Jacob, this is a massive yes, and not just to the talent you've shown, but to the bravery you displayed. You've set a new standard tonight, not just for actors, not just for singers, but for anyone who's ever wondered if they could show the world who they really are.